The hell? Go. Go lay down. See, you got me yelling at you on camera. I wasn't supposed to be doing all that. Hi. Hello. Peace and blessings, fantastic humans. Peace and blessings, tremendous humans. No, I did not open up with the song of the week until YouTube gets the music thing together. I don't really know what's going on with the music thing, with you play certain songs and they get blocked on your page or on your video, and then it'll pick back up with your speaking. I'm over it. So I'm not going to open up with the song of the week on episodes until YouTube figures it out. But please, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, fantastic humans. It is I, the same beautifully melanated, oh so animated, and very educated host by the name of DeAndre Morris Jr. Yes, it has been a few weeks since you've seen my glowing face in front of this camera. But welcome to another installment of Your Mental Health Matters, Staying Mentally Aware. Hey, hey, thank you. I haven't got to that part yet, but thank you so much. I got my red hair on. Hold on. See, now do you want to say hi to the people? Come on. She want to say hi to y'all, because I was going to put her ass in the cage, but what? What, Miss Girl? What, Miss Girl? Get out. Get out. Go lay down. Go lay down. I'm trying to do my show. Lay down. Lay down. I'm over here a single mother. I am over here a single parent, and this has been an issue. I need my wick if I'm a single parent. Where's my bread and my milk and my cheese? I need all of that. I'm a single mother over here, and I have really been having it with her. Didn't I? You better not do nothing. I'm trying to do this show. Don't be looking crazy. Again, we are on another installment of Your Mental Health Matters, Staying Mentally Aware. She is my mental health companion over here, and yes, she drives me up a tree, but I love her tremendously. Why do I have my do-rag on? Because I need to take her on off and present my new Toni Braxton cut. Because I got a new wig. I got my new Fantasia. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. She said, go ahead and free yourself. Toni Braxton said 7 whole days. I got my pixie cut over here. My little Toni Braxton over here. New hair, who this? How is everybody? How have you all been? I know it's been a minute. It's a special episode today. I'll tell you why. We'll get to that. I'm smiling from ear to ear like the Kool-Aid Man. Kudos to my friend. I don't know if I've ever wore this t-shirt on an episode, whether I was on Facebook or on here on YouTube, but kudos to my friend Tamiko Glass. She actually is one of my St. Louis girlies, and she did this shirt for me. It reads, I wear pink for my grandmother. Yes, it is still October. Yes, it is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yes, I am wearing this for my grandmother, who is a double breast cancer survivor. She is still with us, but she's a survivor. So ever since the year she went in and had her procedure and all of that situation years ago, I always wear pink for her. So the entire Breast Cancer Awareness Month, whether I'm wearing pink or my little ribbon pin. I got a cute little bedazzled ribbon pin that I wear. It's pink, and it's for breast cancer awareness. So to everybody, yes, my shirt says I wear pink for my grandmother, but I do stand for breast cancer awareness. So for anybody, whether male or female, because men can develop breast cancer too. But for anybody who is watching this episode and you are a survivor or you have actually had a family member who passed away from breast cancer, I wear pink for you. I wear pink for my grandmother. I wear pink for my survivors. I wear pink for anybody who is a strong, resilient survivor of breast cancer. So, yes, if you want information on how to get one of these t-shirts, I can drop it in the comment section after the episode. I can send it to you personally, but I do wear pink for my grandmother every October. So, yes, I'm sitting here in pink. I got my Toni Braxton cut. I got her cut on Monday. Today is Thursday. I got her cut for a reason. Though some people who are tuning in know, some people don't, but we're going to get to that. This is episode 24 of season 2. I didn't say that at the top. But this is episode 24 of season 2. Yes, we are still in season 2. I have not decided when I'm going to end season 2 yet. Maybe after 30 episodes, and then I'll probably take another break. But I need to stop taking these breaks. That's what I need to do. And I need to get back to having conversations with you all. There are some important facts and important things that I do need to make you all aware of. So I really do need to go back to having conversations with you all. But before we do, I must remind all of you that I have not gone anywhere. It has been maybe 6 or 7 weeks since you've seen me in front of the camera, but I haven't gone anywhere. So with all that said, please try to find me. You stumbled upon this episode on purpose. You might be following me, you might not. If you are following me and you like to subscribe to my channel, thank you so much. My gratitude is indebted in you, because without you and my viewers, without my listeners, it wouldn't be no show. So I take breaks and people literally email, text, FaceTime, Facebook Messenger. They literally contact me and ask where I'm at because they miss the show. So I don't want to be gone away from you for so long, but life is life. The struggle is really real. I am a single parent over here. The life is just, it's been a clusterfuck. It really has. Disclaimer, I will be using language in this episode. I try to be respectful of my viewers who have children who actually want to watch my mental health episodes with their children. Today's episode is not made for children. Well, actually, no episodes are made for children. I always specify that Your Mental Health Matters, Staying Mentally Aware episodes are not for children. Because I do talk about some things that may go over the children's head. So I try to be respectful and just make this for adults. But some adults who have children do choose to watch this show with them. And I have no problem with that. But I am forewarning you in my opening disclaimer, I am going to use language in this episode. There will be some foul language used because I got a lot to say. It's been about 6-7 weeks since I've sat here in front of the camera with you all. I got some things I need to talk about. So hopefully we can get to it. But before that is done, I want to remind you all, if you are not subscribed to my channel, if you have not liked my channel, if you only just came upon, I'm missing something. I gotta go and get what I'm missing. If you only stumbled upon this episode by luck, it is not by luck. I say it's by faith, because faith brought you here. This is a mental health broadcast, and we do discuss mental health on a whole new level here. We don't do the clinical stuff. If you're new to this channel, we don't do a lot of clinical things, but I do use clinical jargon when I have these conversations just to make things make sense. Please like and subscribe to my channel, please. It is DeAndre Morris Jr. Go to YouTube, go to the YouTube search bar. In the search bar, type DeAndre Morris Jr. as it's spelled. I don't think I have it up here. But type in DeAndre Morris Jr. as it's spelled, as you know it's spelled. I might pop up. Type in Your Mental Health Matters. I might pop up. Or to make matters easy, just type in my handle. It's at PHOCALPOINT numeral 2. That spells at Focal Point 2. If you type that in the YouTube search bar, I'll definitely pop up. So please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, not only do I produce well-crafted episodes, but I also produce randomly dropped gems. And they're random because I drop them anytime. I don't drop them every single day. I don't drop them 7 days. It's like, oh, I have to tune in to DeAndre's channel because he's going to drop a randomly dropped gem today. It's randomly dropped gems for a reason. They're not dropped every day. I might drop one and it might not drop the next one until 12 days later. So not only do I curate very well-crafted, very well-informed, very well-discussed mental health episodes, but I also have my 3-minute randomly dropped gems that I want you all to tune into as well. Oh, I'm okay. You don't need to pop up. Don't make me have to put you in the cage. I need a sip. Because, baby, my throat. But please like and subscribe to my channel. Tune in to the episodes. Tune in to the randomly dropped gems. Also, if you want to contact me beyond these episodes and have private conversation or have anything, any dialogue you want to talk to me about offline, my email address consists of several simple letters. YMHMSMA@gmail.com. That stands for Your Mental Health Matters, Staying Mentally Aware. I had to turn around. YMHMSMA@gmail.com. Praise God for posters like this. Because I be trying to read off the paper and I be like, wait a minute. Okay, they match. YMHMSMA. See, I'm messing up again. YMHMSMA@gmail.com is the email address. Please do not send anything negative. Do not send anything, because right now we're in this trope of I'm bold, I'm brave, and I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to say. This is not that. I'm not giving you my email to my Mental Health Matters broadcast just so you can email me whatever. I do not accept negative energy. I do not accept negative tones. Don't be hitting me up and trying to curse me out of all of that. I've had my fair share of being cursed out this year from some people. I'm sick of it. Can you please, if you're going to join the Mental Health Matters brand, can you please keep the energy positive over here, including in the email account? Please keep it positive. If you're going to email me affirmations. Email me spiritual words. Email me personal issues that you're dealing with. Email me things that you want to talk to me about that is not on a negative trope. Because we are really in this trope of, oh, I could email so-and-so, or I could get in the comment section of so-and-so's page and not even show my face and say whatever I want to say. You see how mad I got? That's how mad I got. I'm that mad at people with this negative trope. I had threw my clipboard on the floor and woke up. But on a serious note, people, we really do need to get on a more positive note. We have dealt with enough. COVID in 2025 years ago was more than enough. 5 years later, we still dealing with this clusterfuck dumpster fire that we call America right now. I'm dealing with enough, y'all. Let's try to keep the energy over here on my account positive. Let's try to keep the comment section under my episodes positive. Let's try to keep the email account positive. Let's not with the negative trope and all that negative cursing people out, all of that. I don't mind you venting. But all that complaining has got to stop. All the negative energy has got to stop. We really need to stop it. So, ymhmsma@gmail.com. No hate mail will be tolerated. Everybody who have been emailing me, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to you. You have really been emailing me and really been concerned about me. I haven't been doing my episode on a regular basis like I said I would, but that's because life is a struggle. But I'm so glad. I'm so thankful that I'm not struggling alone. I literally do get emails from my viewers, and they actually are talking to me. DeAndre, where have you been? DeAndre, we haven't seen you in a while. DeAndre, I pray that everything is okay. Thank you. DeAndre, I pray that everything is okay with you. And I really do appreciate messages like that. Let's keep the inbox like that. Because y'all don't want to see me if the inbox is negative. Because my responses are not cute to negative energy. My responses are not cute to convoluted, oh, I'm going to create this narrative, oh, I'm getting ready to be very negative in his inbox. I don't respond cute to negative. So I really want to just suggest to everybody to just keep it lighthearted. Keep it good. Keep it cute or keep it on mute is what I say. Like, if you don't have nothing nice to say in the comment section or in the inbox, don't say nothing at all to me. Because I've, again, dealt with enough. I've dealt with more than enough bad energy around me. I come here because my people miss me, my people love me, my people adore me, and my people aren't going to go astray. So, let's keep it lighthearted, okay? It's wellness check time. Yeah, did I scare you? Yes, my co-host is sitting right here at my feet. She's not going anywhere. I don't want to put her in the cage when I'm going live. That's why I tell her ass, sit down. Yes, I'm talking to you. No. Sit down. Sit. Thank you. You see she over here giving me the blues. I'm trying to go live. It's wellness check time. But before we do that, I need to go and I need to go get something. I'm missing something. Hold on. We taking a commercial break. Tired of dealing with bad edges? Well, use edge control. The edge control, that was the commercial break. But yes, it is wellness check time. It is wellness check time. I know y'all love the shenanigans that's going on over here. Because Miss Girl is really active. You can't keep coming to say hi to the people. What? Okay, she said she want to tell y'all about her wellness. What you got to say to the people? She been showing me love all day. Now, one person, yeah, I had it right the first time. One person that I know I'm always going to depend on is my emotional support over here. She is not ever going to go astray. She has been under my feet all day. What you want to say to the people? We are in the wellness check segment. What do you want to say? How's your wellness been? Stop it. I thought you was wanting to talk to the people. Stop. I love you. I know. But I'm trying to do this show, girl. I done said that to you 3 times. Your wellness is good. Because you eat good. You get snacks. You go outside to play. Get down. Get down. Y'all see what I have to deal with on a regular basis. Lord. Anyway, it is wellness check segment time. So please put in the comment section what emoji corresponds to how you've been feeling. It has been about 6 or 7 weeks since the last episode. It said September 12th on my calendar, that the last episode was September 12th, and today is October 30th. So it's been a minute. Just let me know how you've been feeling. Are you feeling really good? Are you having anxious feelings? Are you feeling anxious? You're having a really rough time right now. You need to reach out for support, or you don't know how to feel. Please let me know in the comment section how you feel while I avoid her. Lord. I will say this, because I do want to say 3 things. Now, usually I do a wellness check, not a wellness check, the self-care management segment. I usually do that at the end, towards the end of the episode, but I'm not doing a self-care management segment today. It's going to be a Shoot the Breeze episode, I said it early, but I do have 3 things that do correspond with this wellness check segment, because this is literally my favorite segment of the episode. It really is, because not only am I able to check in on your mental wellness, but you're able to check in on mine as well. And you know how articulate and loud and clear I am. So I have no problem with sitting here checking in on you all and also expressing to you all how I've been feeling. So let me know in the comment section how you've been feeling. Me, it's been about 6 or 7 weeks since the last episode. A lot has transpired that has affected me holistically, including this government shutdown. Yes, I have to say something about it. The government shutdown has affected me in more ways than one. I literally had to go have a conversation with my property manager because of the government shutdown. It's things that are really happening behind the scenes, people, that we are not addressing. Now, granted, I know it's people out there who deal with their own issues on their own terms. They don't get on social media and, oh my God, woe is me. Let me tell y'all what I got going on. That's not me either, including me, because I'm not all over TikTok and Facebook and Snapchat and Threads and all of those social media platforms in the comment section and posting things about, oh, well, I got this going on, I got that going on. I don't. I deal with my struggles on my own. But I have come to the point, I've come to the headspace where I can tell you all what's been going on. Because I know you all have been paying attention to previous episodes, and I've been very, what's the word I'm looking for? Encrypted. I've been cryptic with a lot of the things that I've been saying, because I'm not one to let I don't air my dirty laundry out. Not on here, not on Facebook, not on TikTok, not on Threads, not on Twitter. I'm not going to be on any social media platform airing my dirty laundry out every day. I'm not most of America right now. But I will say this. I have been struggling. I have. It has been a struggle. I have been financially stifled for the last 8 months. I have. I haven't really been making the money that I'm supposed to make. Yes, I'm everything that I'm saying it right. The money I'm supposed to make. Because I know my worth and my value, and I know how impeccable my resume is. So I'm really, in the last 8 months, I really haven't been making the money that I'm supposed to be making. I really haven't been making my worth. I've been struggling. It has been a struggle. I have not been in the best headspace the last 8 months, but you can never tell because in the last 8 months, I have done episodes. I have produced randomly dropped gems on this channel. You can never tell that I'm going through anything. And that's how I've been raised. I do commend my mother. I do commend my grandmother. I do commend my uncles. I do commend everybody, my grandfather who has been passed away for almost 30 years. I do commend all of the elders in my life who have really took their time to raise me and to show me what it means to be a black man in America, what it means to be a black person living in America. So I really am thankful for my upbringing. I really am. Because, and I was having a conversation with one of my really, really significant friends earlier today. And he just had to remind me of what type of brain he has and what type of brain I have. What type of thought process he has and what type of thought process I have. Which they're one and the same. He had to just remind me of how humble I am, of how much humility I project to the world, how many people I've helped, my service, my due service for people. He just had to help me remind myself, I am a good person. I believe in God. I have a spiritual connection. I don't do no robberies. I don't commit no robberies, no burglaries, no murder, no nothing. I'm a very, very good person. But good people have to struggle too. And this struggle and today's conversation with that friend earlier have made me realize how resilient I am, how strong I am, how courageous I am, how I could sit and think. Maybe it's my Scorpio energy, maybe it's not. But I know Scorpio energy, we sit and we really strategize our next move. I'm not getting ready to settle for less. I'm going to sit and wait on what is due for me. I'm not getting ready to sit here and accept what Tom and Harry and Keisha and all them got out there. I'm not going to be, not only am I not going to sit and just take the next best thing smoking, but I'm also not going to be jealous of Tom and Harry and Keisha. When they get their blessings, I know my blessing is on the way. Why sit up here and be mad at the next person when I know my blessing is in full effect? And my blessing is really being mustered up by God above. I just thank God and thank my friend who I talked to earlier in reminding me whose I am. No, I'm being very serious right now. This is a serious moment right now. I just had to be reminded that I don't break easily. I don't fold easily. I don't. If I had enough time to sit here and talk about what my 2025 has been, I would be just like everybody else on Facebook and TikTok and Twitter and Instagram, posting all of their woes and all of their... I'm not getting ready to fall into that trope. I'm not. But before I continue, I do have 3 things I need to say. Since we're in the wellness check segment, I got 3 things I need to say in this segment right here. Maybe I might make a few people mad that see this episode. I might tick a few people off, a few communities. I might tick them off. But these 3 things I feel like I need to say. Now, I've been saying the quote, I don't know who needs to hear this, a lot for the last 2 weeks. I got it from a podcast that I was once listening to that haven't done an episode in about a year or 2. But I don't want to feel like I'm stealing their segment from their show. So I'm just going to do it today because we're in the mental wellness check segment. And I feel like 3, I don't know who needs to hear this, needs to be said today. I'm paying attention to her because she playing with her little toy and she keep knocking into my ring light. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Don't knock into this. I'm talking. And my Kamala Harris, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I don't care what you do, just don't knock into my situation. I don't know who needs to hear this. Church folks, stop gossiping. Church folks are the most gossipy people I have ever met. Stop gossiping, church people. This is why my struggle, you all are just now knowing about my struggle of the last 8 months. I'm not at my church talking about my struggles. I'm not all over social media platforms talking about my struggles because it's going to become one of two things: gossip or comedy. In 2025, it's a lot of people laughing at other people's struggles right now. I could get on here and talk. I have a whole list right here, which is not, but I have a whole list of my struggles right here on this clipboard right now. And I could be pouring my heart and crying my eyes and on my hands and knees just like, oh my God. I could be doing that right now, but all the... Get away from here. Go. Go. Next time I'm putting her in a cage because I can't keep on being interrupted by it because she keep knocking into this. But church people are the most gossipy people. You have to go to church for the right reasons. Some people go to church for a spiritual healing. Some people go to church just for a fashion show. Others go to church just for the gossip. Go to church for the right reasons. Quit trying to go to church just to get some gossip for the week. Because that's not what church is built for. That's not the purpose of the church house. The Lord's house is not for all of that BS, all that mess, and all that drama. You're supposed to get a word and some spiritual healing in the church. You're not supposed to be gossiping with the person that's sitting next to you in the same pew as you. So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but church folks, stop gossiping. Number 2, I don't know who needs to hear this, but black folks, and I'm not talking to the entire black community, black people, stop using the excuse of, I got a lot going on. I know I said that as self-care management as one of my pet peeves in a previous episode, but it's still a trope in the black community. Notice I'm saying black community and not saying white community or Somali community or Hmong community or Hispanic community, because these other communities are not talking about what they got going on. I got a lot going on. I only hear that from my African American people. You don't hear, and I live in the most lily white state in the country. And it's taught me a lot. I've lived here for the last 9 years. It's taught me a whole lot. It's taught me that my Caucasian counterparts are not walking around in the streets talking about, oh, I got a lot going on. Emily, I have a lot going on. Do you, Paul? Yeah, Megan, I have a lot going on. You don't hear that in the white community. You only hear that in the black community. That's why if I'm going through ebbs and flows, that's exactly what you're going to hear from me. If people ask me, well, is everything, how are you, DeAndre? Everything okay? I got my ebbs and flows, but I'm making it. That's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I got a lot going on. Bitch, I got this, and the government shut down, and I'm a single parent, and I'm a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't nobody want to hear all that trauma dumping, because now it's starting to become trauma dumping. We've had a lot going on since 2020, since the COVID era. 5 years later, you still got a lot going on. You do realize that with this political climate, black community, we got 3 more years of this. So if you're going to keep on with this I got a lot going on trope, you're going to crash and burn before you know it. Another thing that I picked up from the conversation I had with my friend earlier, we really have to settle down and readjust ourselves. We have to know how to navigate in this community with this government shutdown and what the government is doing right now. We got to know how to adjust. We got to know how to maneuver out here. And I'm specifically talking to the black community because other communities are learning how to maneuver out here with this government shutdown and with this political climate right now. Even the dogs out here are maneuvering right. Yeah, I'm talking about the dog community. Y'all even out here maneuvering okay. With your good mooching ass. You're eating good and you're getting your water, you're getting your vitamins, and she's had an ear infection too. So I've been having to monitor her ear infection and her gut issues. So yes, I've only had her for 4 months, but she already giving me the blues. But she's my love. I love her dearly. But you finna stop it. Then I say go lay down. I love her, but she all in the way. But black people, in addition to what I was saying about we need to stop using the trope of I got a lot going on, most importantly, we need to be this. I don't care if you think this is Wakanda Forever or Black Lives Matter or whatever you think this sign is, that's what the black community got to be right now. Because this trope of every black person, I got a lot going on, and this, that, and the, oh my God, oh Lord, work is tiresome. Oh, I need to find me a new job. Girl, the government shutdown ain't even affect your job. Meanwhile, the government has been shut down for 30 days. You've received 2 paychecks already. So the government shutdown, if it has not affected your job, you should not be out here crying about, I need a new job, I need new work, I need new employment. I literally just told you that the last 8 months have been financially stifling for me. Hell, I need new employment. It's people out here that's living good in the neighborhood, and they still complaining. Stop with the complaining and stop with the I got a lot going on. We all have a lot going on. The real question is, how are you going to maneuver in this country the next 3 years with I got a lot going on? You're not going to be able to. Because the minute you open your mouth and say that, people are ready to go about face. They're like, okay, girl, well, I'm going to let you deal with what your a lot going on. And I'm going to deal with what I have to do because I've already readjusted to what's going on in the world. While you still sitting up here complaining. I would say something additional, but I'm going to leave that for another episode. Because I want to talk about January 6th. I also, on this clipboard, because I forgot that I printed this out last week, I got the whole First Amendment right verbatim printed out on my clipboard right now. No, we would not be talking about the First Amendment right. But we will be discussing this on an episode, the First Amendment right and your mental health, and how this First Amendment right is affecting people's mental health right now. We're going to talk about that in the next episode or two. Just let me get it together, because I got a lot to say on that. And I want to make sure I'm being clear and loud and articulate and very eloquent when I talk about this First Amendment right. Because Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert has got me triggered now. That what happened to those 2 men got me triggered. Because I'll be damned if I become a talk show host and you think you can pull the plug on me after I done been on the air for so long because you mad at the First Amendment. Let me shut up, DeAndre, be quiet. I said I didn't want to get into that. The third, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop acting fake. Whatever context you take from that, do it. Just stop being fake. It's a lot of fakeness going on out here. It's a lot of I love you today, but I hate you tomorrow. It's a lot of one day I'm overrated, next day you on my dick, like Beyonce said. It's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of I hate you tomorrow today, but I love you tomorrow. Like, stop with the fake shit. Stop. Like, please. Cut it out. I've had my fair share of fake shit this year. Let's stop with the fake shit. Like, all the fakeness and all of that. Oh, I got your back. But then the week later, you turn around and you showing your true colors. Enough of it. This world, this political climate, this year alone has shown us what type of people we dealing with and what type of people are around us. And it is a lot of fake shit. And I'm really tired of it. Let's get away from that fake trope. Like I said, I know a few communities might watch this episode and be a little perturbed. I don't care at this point. It's some things that need to be said, and I'm going to say them to those particular communities that I just talked to. Let's do better. We got to do better. Oh, and an honorable mention, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but let's get our money affairs in order. Let's really start thinking about getting our financial affairs in order. I promised you all few episodes ago, maybe months ago, that I was going to do a financial literacy episode. I'm going to definitely do a financial literacy episode, and I actually have the person that I want to come on as a guest to actually help facilitate this conversation. People, and I'm not even going to say black people, but I am kind of talking to the black community and other communities who this affect. Let's get our financial affairs in order. Within the next early year, like early 2026, I want to be hearing from my viewers and my listeners. DeAndre, I took your advice. You said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but we need to get our financial affairs in order. And I started getting my financial affairs in order. Those are the emails I want to receive. Those are the inbox messages and the FaceTime calls I want to receive. DeAndre, I actually took your word of advice, and I'm starting to get my financial affairs in order. You know why? Because I'm getting ready to get mine in order too. As soon as that good money start coming in, people are literally going to use their income tax checks at the end of the year and really start getting their. I'm talking about trusts, not trustworthiness. Like I trust you, you trust me. I'm talking about a bank trust. I'm talking about CDs, certificate of deposits. I'm talking about investment banker accounts. I'm really talking about savings accounts. Like, we really do need to get our financial affairs in order. If part of my title is staying mentally aware, it's time for me to start making you all aware of what's bound to come down this political pipeline. Because at the end, DeAndre, shut up. Because I really do want to get to talking about this and really want to delve into why I'm letting you all know about financial affairs. Because in a minute, a good percentage of this country is not going to even have affairs. We really do need to get our financial affairs in order and start putting money into certificate of deposits, start putting money into bank trusts, start putting money into investment banker accounts at your bank, and you can open an investment banker account at a credit union and watch it work for you. I guarantee you, take $100, $200 of your money and put it in an investment banker or a certificate of deposit account and see what happened within a year. Within the next 12 months, that $100 will turn into $1,000. In the next 24 months, that $1,000 might turn into $3,000. Mind you, 2 months, you got $3,000 and you started with $100. I'm telling you, my financial literacy episode is getting ready to be something. That's the episode I'm really going to want my viewers to tune into, because you all really need to get y'all financial affairs in order. I'm telling you all this for a reason without trying to mention his name. I really don't want to mention his name. I just say the president. I don't want to say his name out my mouth. Because he's really... Anyway. On that note, I had to... Now see, the house across the street then changed their house back to the red house. Now red is not a color of Halloween. Y'all want to put this red outside, I get triggered by that. Because you know red is Republican and blue is Democrat. And they keep on changing their house. DeAndre, shut up. See, I'm talking too much. That's my problem. I'm always talking too much. But let's move forward. I got my wig cut. I'm sitting here on a Thursday evening with you all. Because it's my birthday today. I should have said that at the top of the episode. Today is my birthday. Literally, yes. You can check my ID. You can check my passport card. My birthday is October 30th, 1984. I was born at 10:30 a.m. I'm not a morning person now, but I was born in the morning. Really not a morning person now. But it's my birthday today. Yes. Michael Jackson ain't holding this side for no reason. Today is my mother birthday. So yes, send me the happy birthday wishes. I've gotten tons today of happy birthday wishes, and I'm excited. I do have on my notes a year of reflection. I do want to do a year of reflection from when I turned 40 last year to when I'm turning 41 this year. Yes, I am 41 years of age. You would never have guessed it. Should I come close to the camera? Wait a minute, because I'm just going to show y'all that this face card, it would never decline. Bitch, my 2 major credit cards may have declined because I've maxed them out, but get into this face. I just want y'all to get into this melanin. Yes, I am 41 years of age, and yes, this face card has an unlimited amount. An unlimited. The account is unlimited because my card never declines at the age of 41. I just needed to come close to y'all so y'all could see that. Because y'all know this is my show and it's my birthday and I can cry if I want to. Which, by the way, I have not cried one day. Now, I know on Instagram, I've been looking at all the Scorpio memes on Instagram. And they talk about Scorpio with their one friend celebrating with tears in their eyes. Scorpio thinking about their life and they just boo-hoo. I have not been in that Scorpio trope. I have not cried not one time today. Not once. I've been more happy and more filled than anything. Because one thing I can say that I do appreciate, even though I might not hear from most of my people, like the people who told me happy birthday all day today, I may not hear from them in 12 months. But come October 30th, I hear from people who I haven't even heard from in forever. It was names popping up because I am on Instagram. I think you all know that. Well, most of you do. I was on Instagram and people's names popping up telling me happy birthday. I don't even know these people. Some of them I ain't talked to in 2-3 years. Some of them, they just found me because I transitioned my Instagram account from private to public. Because my Instagram page was private for 2 years. And nobody was able to find me except the people who were following me. Baby, I made that motherfucker public. I'm getting, in the last 30 days, it said I had 6K views in the last 30 days. I'm like, now who in the hell is out there viewing my page that ain't my friend? These random people is finding me, but the random people who have been finding me and telling me happy birthday or like finding me and liking posts on Instagram have really warmed my heart. Because I'm like, I don't know this person, but I want to get to know this person because this person seems genuine. This person seems real. So One reason I had a private Instagram account is because AI bots. What the fuck is going on with AI accounts? These AI bots are really, and it's like they coming out of nowhere. I don't know if Elon Musk has generated them. I don't know if Bill Gates have generated them. I don't know where all these AI bots come from. But these AI accounts on these social media platforms is the reason why I'm not on social media. Because I don't know who I'm talking to. And that's why I keep my pages private, because AI bots, it's easy to find you when your account is public. Now, granted, when I transferred my account on Instagram from private to public, I have been monitoring. My eyes have been open. And I've been monitoring to make sure that no AI bots are in my comment section saying some stupid shit. Because I'm not for the bullshit. Especially today. It's my birthday and I could cry if I want to. And because it's my birthday, I haven't had one all day. I haven't had one all day. Now, usually I don't do this on camera. But because it's my birthday, I'm going to take me a little birthday shot. Yes, this is Crown Peach. Crown is my everything. Anybody who knows me well and who have been to my house, you all have been to my kitchen and seen my collection of Crown bottles. Crown is my everything. That's the only thing I would drink. If we talking brown liquor, Hennessy, Crown, ding, ding, ding. That is my Jameson. But Crown, I have not had a drink in a minute, but I'm going to do this for my birthday. Yes, I will still be able to complete the rest of the show with this shot, because it ain't, you see this? It ain't nothing but a half. I ain't even got no full one over here. So, bottoms up. Cheers to me. Cheers to Marilyn. Cheers to 41 years of grace. Cheers to 41 years of resiliency. Cheers to 41 years of just me being alive. Cheers to strength. Cheers to my weaknesses. Cheers to God just keeping me on earth. And cheers to my purpose. You know, God has not taken me from this earth, even though there have been many occasions where God could have called me home. There have been many occasions where God could have opened the door and said, come on in, my child. But he has not done that. He has kept me here on his green earth to fulfill my purpose. God has kept me here on purpose. So cheers to 41 years on purpose. Cheers to 41 years on purpose. And then she gonna get up. She ain't finna, you ain't getting none. You ain't finna be around this house drunk. But yes, cheers to 41 years of grace, resiliency, and excellence. Cheers to 41 years of blackness. Cheers to just 41 years of just me being here. So, everybody who has told me happy birthday this year, thank you. Even if I haven't heard from you in a year or two, thank you so much for just the warm birthday wishes and just for thinking of me, you know. Even people even reached out to me. They even called me before this episode. People called me that I didn't even think knew my birthday was today. I'm like, I didn't even think you knew it was today. He's like, one person said, oh, I got your birthday on my calendar, and it kind of made me feel away. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, you got my birthday on your calendar? Okay, you must want some. And then somebody else had called me, and he's like, I just wanted to make sure I told you happy birthday. I was like, I didn't even think that you knew that today was my birthday, but Y'all just trying to creep back in here because y'all want some booty. I'm laughing, but I'm so serious. Although, I haven't gotten none today. I mean, this is a mental health broadcast, so I might as well be honest. I ain't got none today. And that is really detrimental to me. And that is upsetting me and my homegirl. Because I ain't got none today. And today is my birthday. And it's almost over. It's not over yet. It's almost over. But if me and my homegirl can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell else we gonna go? Like, can I please get some? And y'all know what some is. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. But I'm about to get X-rated in a minute. Because it's my birthday and I can cry if I want to. Like, it's my birthday until midnight. So leave me alone, y'all. Let me be me. Don't you get in the comment section on your bullshit. Who is that? Oh my gosh. Y'all better leave me alone today. It's my birthday. I can do what I want. Speaking of which, I need to put my birthday hat on. Wait a minute. Because I'm on birthday shenanigans today. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because y'all finna get a crack up. Hold on. I got to go off camera to do this. Yes. I didn't tell you to come over here. Get out. Get out. Sit. Sit. Hated it. I know y'all was thinking it. I was giving y'all a minute to get into my little men on film situation over here. Yes. I am feeling it tonight. I had that little shot. I'm kind of activated a little bit. And I hope my hats don't distract you. Because it's my birthday and I can cry if I want to. And I'm going to wear many hats tonight. So this is my first one. I am Blaine Edwards. I should do that for Halloween. You know what? Blaine Edwards from Men on Films, where we sit here and discuss the films from a male's point of view. Baby, this fan ain't working. Hold on. Let me adjust this fan. Okay, now it's working. Had to get my wind machine together. But happy birthday to me. Please keep the birthday stuff coming in. Keep the birthday wishes coming in. Keep the birthday money coming in because I have received some birthday blessings. Speaking of which, because you know I don't have no shame in doing what I'm getting ready to do right now. Although I had to think about it. Because my pastor do clown folks who do this on their birthday. But I don't care, Pastor. You finna have to clown me. Because I know you probably going to sneak and watch this episode late at night. But you going to clown me for doing what I'm getting ready to do because I feel like I deserve. So with that being said, yes. My Cash App tag and my PayPal tag. They're not only on Instagram in the stories, because y'all can scan it and send me with y'all whatever is laid on your heart for my birthday. It's a birthday blessing. Birthday blessings are still accepted on both Cash App and PayPal. Now, I'm finna move now. Now I gotta adjust myself. Because if you watching this from your smart TV, you could pick your phone up right now and scan right now. Whatever account you got. Now, I was going to say $41. Let me see how many people out there can send me $41 for my 41st birthday. But I'm just going to redact that and just say Whatever amount is laid on your heart. And I'm going to keep these on the screen the entire time. So you can easily scan while I'm talking to you all and bless me. These are called my birthday blessings. So whatever amount is laid on your heart, please feel the need to bless a spirit like myself. I did just express to you all that the last 8 months I've been financially stifled. I've been financially struggling. Struggling to pay the rent, struggling to keep the bills paid. It's just been a struggle. It really has. For somebody who really doesn't use government assistance, I've had to occupy government assistance this year. You know, and I've felt a way because I'm like, I never wanted to grow up and access or utilize government assistance. WIC, SNAP, rent help, whatever. But if I need it, I need it. Somebody actually reminded me of that earlier, who I talked to earlier during the conversation. They said, you ain't never used it, but if you need it, you need it. You know, I always tend to reserve government assistance for people who are really in need. The homeless, the elderly, communities like that, populations like that who are in more need of these services. I try to reserve food shelf and SNAP, WIC, everything. I try to reserve that for them. But if I am in need of it, I'm just blessed and grateful that it's there. And with a state like Minnesota, as much shit that I may talk about Minnesota, one thing I can give Minnesota, Minnesota does have an affluency of resources. The resources and services are definitely here, which is why so many motherfuckers have moved to Minnesota within the last 5 years. Now, I've only been here almost 10. Me and my ex, we moved up here in 2016, a design of a decade. I don't know what it is for him, but I know for me, it's a design of a decade in my Janet Jackson voice. So I've been here almost 10 years. The last 5 years, it's been an influx of people moving here because they hear that the resources and the services are here, and it's like everybody moves here. I'm like, y'all stay where y'all at, because I'm trying to access these resources too, so my mental capacity can stay intact. Because if my mental is all over the place trying to worry about how I'm going to pay my rent or how I'm going to make the electric bill, I'm not good. I'm no good. But I don't want to think about all that because birthday. Today is my birthday until midnight. Really, it's my birthday until November 22nd, which is the end of Scorpio season. Because I celebrate the entire Scorpio season. I'm even celebrating tomorrow. Let me see how many dollars I can collect tonight so I can go out for Halloween tomorrow in my Men on Films. So, today's topic is something that I wanted to discuss 2 weeks ago, but because I was under the weather, I have been faced with everything from single parenthood. You should see how she's sleeping on this floor right now up against my couch. Single parenthood, government shutdown. I was under the weather for 3 weeks. Was afraid that I was not going to be feeling well before my birthday. Thank God that he took this sickness out of my body before today. Because I'm like, if I'm sick on my birthday, I'm like, damn, I've been sick all month. But from the start of the government shutdown to 3 weeks after that, I was under the weather. And I'm like, maybe it's the government shutdown. I don't know. But I know I got sick and I'm like, if I don't get well by my birthday, I ain't doing shit. I'm supposed to be in Dallas right now, but I wasn't well prepared to go to Dallas. You know, it's like I say, it's been a struggle this year. But I'm going to get off the struggle next year. I know this is a time of reflection. 2025 has been nothing but a dumpster fire, but we are here. I'm still melanated. I'm still here. So I can't really complain about what this year has been if it hasn't taken me out. I'm still here. So I can't really say, oh my God, this year has been fucked up, which it has, but I'm still alive. I'm still here on purpose. So I really can't complain about anything because I'm safe and I have everything that I need. So, but I would be even better if y'all could. I'm going to keep doing this periodically as this episode is going, because this is going to stay on my screen until the end of the episode. Well, until I move forward. But yes, Cash App, PayPal. There is no shame in my game. And if anybody is on this episode watching me right now shaming me, I don't care. I could care less. Because there's been too much shame as it is. Everybody's been shaming everybody. You all are not going to shame me. Put that shame into my bank account. How about that? But this episode is actually something that I wanted to do 2 weeks ago. But before I do that, I want to change my hat. I told y'all I'm going to be on some shits today. I'm going to be on my birthday shenanigans today. I'm going to be on my birthday shenanigans for real. So now, because this ain't, it's just sitting up here, so I can't be extra. If she could stay laying down like she doing right now, I won't lose my... Yes, it is my birthday, and I am King Jafar, and I am so happy to be here. So, I wanted to make today a coming out day, a National Coming Out Day episode. See my little situation. Hold on, let me get it together. That's why I need a wardrobe team. Okay. I need a little wardrobe team over here. But today is actually going to be a coming out day. I want to sit here and, because I was going to dedicate October 11th, which is the actual National Coming Out Day Observance Day, but I'm going to spend today talking about National Coming Out Day. I just want to shoot the breeze today and make today a National Coming Out Day episode, being as though that I wasn't able to do it 2 weeks ago. I got 3 stories I want to tell you. And I love that I can do this on YouTube, and YouTube will hold this episode for many, many, many years to come. This is a reminder. I'm going to keep doing this. That's the beauty of YouTube. It's not like Facebook where they'll delete your videos after so long. I think like after 30 days, they delete your videos. Okay, I'm going to have to, because my head is head more lottie over here. Got more head than I got body. My head was bigger when I was a toddler. I'm just glad that my head grew into my body. Or my body grew into my head. I don't know which one came first. But my head ain't as big as it used to be. But I wanted to make this episode a National Coming Out Day episode. And I got 3 particular stories that I did want to express to you all. I kind of want to put it back on. Kind of want to. Let me see. Can I? Okay. Can I do the Whitney Houston? Okay. I just wanted to have this moment, and as eloquent and articulate as I am, this episode is going to be saved. You all are going to be able to come back to this episode 10, 15, 20 years from now and, oh, DeAndre, he did this coming out day episode. And I like watching this episode. I know it's going to be an episode that's going to be favored for many, many years to come. And I want to spend some time and, tell 3 stories and, just bring some lightheartedness to 2025. Because it has been a clusterfuck dumpster fire. So it's good to tell you some little funny stories just to, ease the pain. I have to continue to take my sip, wet my whistle. So, the first story I want to tell, it involves my grandmother and my mother. These stories aren't long. I mean, if it's National Coming Out Day and I'm doing this as an observance of that, I just want to tell my stories. I do. I don't think I have a Your Mental Health Matters Staying Mentally Aware episode where it is National Coming Out Day and I've actually gave my stories to you all. So the first story I want to tell, it involves my mother and my grandmother. So all of these stories are going to make me chuckle. I'm going to tell these stories in chronological order. So, growing up, I have had a problem with other boys on the blacktop, other boys at recess, other boys in the classroom. I've always had an issue with the male specimen. Now, I don't have no issue now with the male specimen, but I've always had an issue with the male species as boys, as adolescents, and as men. I've always had an issue as growing up. It's always been he's gay, he's a fag, he's queer, he's this, he's that. But I've always held myself at a regard because I can't break down. I can't show myself getting weak. I've never been somebody to cry in public. All the times that I could have shed tears on this episode, specifically with the cheers part. I was actually I was over here when I had the little shot glass in my hand and I was 41 years to this, 41 years to that. I was actually tearing up over here. I was actually getting watery eyes. So I had to hurry up, take my sip and stop. Because I'm like, nope. One thing I'm not going to do is cry in public or cry on camera. So I've always held myself at a high regard with being teased, being called names, being called everything except the child of God. I've always been somebody to just hold myself high, I've always been teased in school, since elementary school, middle school. It's always been rough for me. Any school I went to has always been rough for me. I've always been one to express myself in more ways than one. I've always been somebody to get on stage. Whatever came out on stage in front of people, that's exactly what comes out. Just like right now with this show. That's how I govern myself with this show. If I spend every breaking night, every breaking day, thinking about what I say on these episodes before I upload them, like after I upload them and after they're uploaded to YouTube, and I'm laying on the couch like, damn, should I have said that? Or damn, should I have said this? If I trek myself through life, if I navigate myself through life thinking that way, I will be a crazy person. I cannot sit up here and be someone thinking about what the next person is saying about me or what the next person is thinking about me. If I'm a fag, okay. There are some family members right now. See, I ain't trying to go there right now. But there are some family members on both sides of the family right now who are calling me a fag behind my back. But I'm still going to hold my head high and be resilient and be strong and show the courage that I always have had the last 41 years of my life. But nevertheless, I've been called everything except a child of God. You know, growing up. I've even been teased. I've been beat up. I've got into fights. I got into this fight with this one boy in the 4th grade, and I almost hung him on the tetherball pole like his name was Toby from Roots. Because, bitch, I snatched that jump rope from them girls and whooped his ass like he was really a runaway slave. Like, you are not going to call me no fag or no sissy in front of these people out here on this blacktop and think that you ain't finna get your ass whooped. So, yeah, I tore that ass up. And when we got sent to the principal's office, he was trying to be my boyfriend at the end, but that's okay. You embarrassed me. So you be my boy. You try to be my boyfriend. You gonna continue to embarrass me. You gonna do this for embarrassment, and I'm gonna have to keep on knocking your ass out. And I'm like, oh, you good? You good? Wipe the blood off your lip. You good? You get up. You good? I was a fag, but I was whooping ass in school. But nevertheless, I've had a rough upbringing, and I graduated high school. Yes, I got a high school diploma. I got 2 degrees. Very well educated. So I came out of high school at the age of 18. I thought I was hot and popping, as what they used to call it in St. Louis. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to deal with these motherfuckers in school. I don't go to high school no more. I just graduated. I don't got to deal with these DL football players who calling me a fag as I walk across the football field with the cheerleaders, but want to fuck me in a locker room. I don't have to deal with that no more. So I was in a self-discovery stage, a self-discovery mode, and I started doing my girly thing. I was a boy, but then I started doing things with my hair. See, that's one thing a Scorpio is going to always do, is change their hair. I might be sporting a Toni Braxton right now, but I might do a Chloe Bailey next week. You never know. I might have dreads down my back or something. Some type of Diana Ross something. You never know what I might do with my hair come November. But I know right now, I'm feeling the haircut. You know, I was called Trade earlier. You know, I love that. You know, I love tickling the boys out here. So I started getting into my fishiness. I was leaving the house with braids down my back. Y'all remember, because I know my black people know Baby Boy, the movie. And y'all remember Pandora, who wanted to have sex with Jody, who wanted to fuck Jody, and all he was trying to do, he was just trying to sell us some purses, but I don't believe that, because you know men. But she had the braids down her back. I had braids exactly like that. I saw Miss Girl, Miss Pandora, and Baby Boy with them cute braids. I mean, they were fresh, too. Down her back to her booty crack, I had the same type of braids down my back, down to my booty crack. And not only was I wearing these braids in public, but I was wearing heels. I was doing the girly. I was really doing fish. I shaved my face, didn't do the makeup thing, but I was, you know, feeling my fish. I got pictures, my purse on my arm with my braids down my back. I thought I was doing something. So anybody in St. Louis who see this episode, any gay person, any LGBT person in St. Louis who grew up in my era, now I'm 41. Now keep that in mind. The era of the Forest Park on Sundays, when it used to really pop, and all the motherfuckers used to be out there. I swear on everything, the boys used to come from Chicago and Gary, and I'm like, I ain't never seen you, baby. Sundays at Forest Park used to be it. And then I had me the cutest champagne-colored Chrysler that used to just come down blasting my music. All the trade used to see me. They look in the car like, who is that driving that car? And wait until I park. They would throw out the red carpet treatment for me. Sundays at Forest Park in St. Louis, Missouri used to be it, okay? So I went out there in my fish mode and was still pulling the niggas out there. I was still pulling the trade. I know the trade wasn't from St. Louis. Now, some of them was. It was East St. Louis trade. You know, I was looking for all the hood niggas now. Now, I might look like I would date the buttoned up with the bow tie and the briefcase. I'm just like that video. Where the hood niggas at? Where they at? I need some niggas from the hood now. Y'all all out here smoking weed and shooting dice. That's what I want to see. So, of course, I'm feeling my fish. And I come home, because I wasn't really out for real. So I come home from Forest Park and was greeted by my mom and my grandmother at the house. And they looked me up and down. My grandmother looked at me. She looked at me from head to toe. And she just asked one simple question. She didn't ask, was I gay? She didn't ask, is this you trying to come out? Is this you going through a phase? No, she just asked a simple question. Do you like girls or do you like boys? That was just a simple question that she asked. And I said both. But she looked at me again and folded her arms. I was like, I was sticking to my both. I'm bisexual. But she looked at me. She had to give me this head to toe look again. And she said, okay, DeAndre. And walked away. Because she already knew the tea. She already knew I was scared and all outdoors. And she was like, ain't no woman in here. Ain't no woman on this earth go want to mess around with you or talk to you. And you got these braids down your back looking more girly than them. So I came out as bisexual, but then eventually came out as gay later on down the road. But me coming out as bisexual must have been National Enquirer news. Bitch, you thought I would have been on the front page of People magazine. I came out as bisexual. Because everybody, like my mama was on the phone with people. Now, my mama didn't know how to grasp it. My grandmother, she was slowly like, I felt this since you were 2. And I'm going to console you. And I'm going to be here for you. Like, she's always held me close to her heart because she thought that something bad was going to happen to me with me being openly gay and just being out there and just being myself. And she always kept me close to her heart and close to her shirt tail. It's like, I don't want you to go too far. But Nana, I'm going to have to grow up and move out one day. Like, you're going to have to let me leave the nest one day. Because I'm going to want to be grown. And I'm going to want to take care of my own grown man business. So eventually she let me go. But she was like holding on to me. And it was very endearing. It was really me coming out as bisexual, but then eventually coming out as gay to my mom and grandmother. It was really endearing because I really appreciated how they both maneuvered with the information. And now me and my mother are really good with me being openly gay. And me and my grandmother are really good with me being openly gay. And those are my 2 pillars who have always been here for me through the good, bad, and the ugly. It doesn't matter what it was. They've never ran far. So I really appreciate my mom and grandmother just being here. Even though it was weird dealing with my sexuality at first, when I first came out. Because it was kind of like, I don't really know what to do with this information. They both were like that. But my grandmother has always been my grandmother. And she's always been the same person. She's like, I don't care if you're bisexual, gay, straight, whatever. You're always going to be my baby. You're always going to be close to my heart. And I'm always going to keep you close to my shirt tail. And I'm like, you going to have to let me go now. But, yeah. That was my first coming out story to my mother and grandmother. My second story is more funny. Because there's more people involved. It's friends. And I don't know if this particular person is watching this episode. She did support me when I was on YouTube. I guess because it was easier for her. But I know she's a mother too. So kudos to my Tori Mary. You know what story I'm getting ready to tell. When I say that, I don't know if she's watching right now. But you have been a very important, very essential person in my life as well, with my coming out and me being gay and my self-discovery with my sexuality. You have been a very important person in my life as well. But this one involves a few people. And I wasn't as girly. I wasn't dressed up with braids and glitter and lip gloss and I am yours and victory is mine and I'm acting like Wayman from a low down dirty shame. So I wasn't none of that. But it was a graduation party. Everything happened after I graduated high school. Because graduating high school is kind of that freedom. You know, you getting away from these niggas who trying to figure out themselves. You know, even though I wanted to sleep with half the football team in high school, I didn't. You know, because it was hard. You know, self-discovery for a teenage or adolescent boy is really hard. Even if you're on the basketball team or the football team. Even though my football team at my high school was very succulent. But that's neither here nor there. Let me not do that. Let me not. Because there's a few of them that I wouldn't mind playing with today. But, again, that's neither here nor there. And I don't like saying I'm sorry. So, my next coming out story involves high school again. I was in high school. We graduated. My friend, my Tori Mary, who literally stayed around the corner from me and my grandmother, we were really close. My grandmother still loves Tori to this day. And Tori was like, we got a graduation party. We having a graduation party. And everybody who graduated in 03, because it was really going to be Tori's party, but Tori said she wanted to do it with me. And everybody else who graduated in 03. She's like, we finna open this up to all the 03 graduates. We going out to the Galleria, which I heard is closed right now, which is very heartbreaking. But the Galleria, the St. Louis Galleria, had a Marriott courtyard, a courtyard Marriott where we could stay. Sickening. It had a full kitchen. It was loft style. It was a bed upstairs. It was a sofa bed downstairs. It was sickening. And we stayed there tonight. It was our graduation party. We had fun. I wish I could have invited boys over for me, but it wasn't that. But, you know, when you party with your girlfriends, you partying with straight females, they have straight males that come over. And all I do is, you know, sit in the corner with my binoculars and like, yeah, this is the graduation party that I wanted, even though I couldn't play around with them. It's good for eye candy. The eye candy at our graduation party was very cute. Because, you know, when you're dealing with the girls, it's like, well, we finna invite so-and-so over. I'm like, so-and-so who graduated with us? Yeah, is that okay? Hell yeah, that's okay. His fine ass could definitely come over here. Because I want him parading around here just looking good. That's what I want to see on my graduation party. So everything had transpired. We fell asleep. Next morning we wake up. Everybody who had partied, well, not the boys. I think some of the boys had left. All the girls who we partied with, who, you know, I was comfortable with them. I partied with them. And we fell asleep. We was all scattered all over the place. And I wake up the next day. I wake up the next day sounding like Angela Bassett in the Jackson movie. I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want. I'm waking up sounding like that. I'm like, hey y'all, I got something to talk to y'all about. I got something to tell y'all. It's funny now, but I was really in my feelings then. So I wake up, and then Drea, because I know she's going to watch, everybody that I'm mentioning in here is going to see this episode, and they all going to laugh. So Drea wakes up like, boy, what? You tried to have this old sentimental moment. What do you want to talk about? And I said, I just want to let all of y'all know. And there was a few people there. It was like 6 or 7 people there. So everybody who was there, who I woke up, heard me. So I'm coming out to everybody. And I'm like, I just want to let all y'all know that I'm gay. Now, I came out as bisexual to my grandmother and mother. But I came out as gay to them. And then it was a silence. It was an awkward silence. You could hear a pin drop. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up. I shouldn't have came out. Probably should have just kept it in. A few seconds later, here comes Drea. Boy, we already knew that. Go turn your ass over and go back to sleep, sir. And the whole house just started laughing, including me. So I love my little coming out stories because I only have 3 significant stories that I could tell you all. But I really love that one because you had to have been there to experience all of that to laugh with me. Because I was laughing right along with everybody. And I'm like, okay, so now it's a lighthearted mood. People don't care about my homosexuality. I'm gay. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves the fact that I'm openly gay. And I love that for myself. You know, because that's going to make me easy to maneuver out here with people. Because if I got a tribe like this, my grandmother, my mother, and all these friends who don't care about me being gay, they love me the same. I need a tribe like this to navigate in this world being openly gay and black and male. You know, it's going to be something. You know, it's going to be a world. I'm just glad that I'm able to live through that world with the tribe that I have, with the tribe called Quest. It's time for another hat change. I need to put another hat on. I told y'all I'm going to be giving y'all some shenanigans today. All these hats I got, I might end up turning one of these hats into a costume. Give me a minute. See, now the wind is blowing my veil. Turn this off. Turn this off. Just real quick. I told y'all I was going to be on my birthday shenanigans. Meanwhile, you know, I told y'all I was going to do this periodically. Yes. I am on my shenanigans the day before Halloween / the day of my birthday. It's my birthday and I could cry if I want to. I could sit here and look like Blaine Edwards and Antoine Merriweather from In Living Color if I want to. Y'all judge me all y'all want. But make sure you look at the person in the mirror first before you judge me. Oops. Did I just say something? So this last and final story, and maybe I shouldn't have this hat on while I tell this story, but I kind of want to keep it lighthearted because this last story is a little, it's a little sentimental for me. And that's why I have to put this hat on so I can make sure that you all aren't getting, you know, emotional. Because today is not an emotion. Today, it's emotions. It's birthday emotions today. We're not crying. Today is not the episode for that. Today we're going to be sitting here and y'all going to be getting into my shenanigans. So, while Marilyn lays here on the floor looking at me like I'm crazy. So, this last story, many of you all know that I am HIV positive, and I don't have a problem with expressing that on a platform like this. I'm really trying to be careful with this story because there are multiple components to this story. But maybe I should just stick to the story and the people who matter in this story, because this story involves people that really don't matter to me and my journey, my HIV journey, including the one I moved up here with, but that's neither here nor there. I have been HIV positive for almost 16 years now. You did see that melanated glow. You did see that when I did my close-up and let you know that this face card does not decline while I'm sitting here looking like a circus funeral. And I've been really taking good care of myself. I don't want you to just take the fact that I've been HIV positive for 16 years and take that as emo and get sentimental and start crying. And it's nothing to cry about. I have really done a great job taking care of myself. I've been HIV positive for going on 16 years, maybe going on 17 years. Because with it being second nature to me, I've lost track. But I know the day that I got infected, like I tested positive. So I tested positive. Well, let me rewind the tape with this story. I started doing work in the HIV/AIDS realm with Mr. E. Rise and Mr. Green. Kudos to both of them who are still both living and still both thriving, not just individually, but business. Like the business is like like 4 different locations. And when I first started, it was only 2. When I was starting with them, so they've grown. So kudos to them for the growth, development, and elevation of Williams and Associates Incorporated. But I tested positive with Williams and Associates Incorporated on January 31st, 2009. I think that was 16 years ago. But for 8 of those years, I was living in silence. I was living in fear. I was living in distress. I was living in stress. I was just living. I was just coping. You know, I was dating people left and right when I thought that I was in a position where I could tell them my HIV status. And let me take this off real quick. When I thought I was in a confident position and where I could tell them my HIV status in confidence and it would not be used against me, I've been in situations with several men, several people I've dated who actually use my HIV status against me. Including the one I moved to Minnesota with, including a man who I dated before him, including a man before that. It's been a few people who have been in my life who have used my HIV status against me and have stigmatized me, have really made me feel bad and look like I'm gum underneath their shoe. Like I'm scum to them. But you still want to date me because you like this that's up here. You like my brain, but you don't. The minute I express to you that I'm HIV positive or I am confident in you with my HIV status, you run scared or you use it against me. So for that reason, 8 years of my life, I lived in silence. I lived in fear. I lived in stigmatization. I lived with people defaming my character. I lived with people chastising me. I lived with, for the lack of better words, negativity. If we talk about positive, but negativity. So for 8 whole years, I kept quiet. For 8 whole years, I didn't say anything to the public. The only time I said something about my HIV status is when I was with someone. And then they turn around and use it against me. So I'm like, I'm not understanding this. It was to a point where I was suicidal. Like I was going to take my own life because I was HIV positive for a few years. I was starting to lose weight. I was starting not to feel good. I'm like, no man will ever date me. No woman will ever date me. I would never, ever find my happily ever after. So it would be best if I could just end my life right now. Today should be the day I could take my life off everyone's hands, including myself. I don't have to worry about it. Nobody else on earth have to worry about me because I'm gone. A good friend of mine, I called them at like 3 o'clock in the morning and they answered. Had that person, and they know who they are, had that particular individual did not answer that phone at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wouldn't be sitting here till this day with you all. It's because of the HIV thing. It's like, I would never, ever have a peaceful life or a life of solitude if I'm HIV positive. So it's just best that I just take my own life. My friend at 3 o'clock in the morning had to remind me that I'm worth more than that. He had to take the gun out of my hand. He had to take that suicidal spirit out of my atmosphere. He had to take that away from me. And till this day, I owe him my life, because had it not been for him answering that phone early in the morning, I wouldn't be here. So he just had to remind me of who I am. And that's why it's good to always have people in your life that remind me of who you are and whose you are. Because, this world can eat you up and chew you up and spit you out if you let it. So 8 years of my life, I've been distraught. I've been stressed. I just been, out of it. I've been off-kiltered, off-centered. I'm like, I don't really know how I can continue to live my life being HIV positive and not be public about it. Because if I could just get this public, it would be a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. Because I'm like, me carrying this burden on my shoulders of me being HIV positive, it's just really not working for me no more. So one thing I can say about moving to Minneapolis, this state, the resources and services in this state are very abundant, including resources and services for people living with HIV. Now, people living with HIV, in the first 30 days, they can have an apartment, health insurance, and a stipend from the government in 30 days if you HIV positive. Now, had I moved up here on that, I probably would have been better off. But because I'm a steward and I got degrees and I know everything and I want to have a career, I didn't want to use government assistance, because all that is government assistance. Housing program, the stipend, the monthly stipend is government, the health insurance was government. I didn't want to use none of that. I wanted a career that could help me take care of me, my self-care, and my mental capacity, and my bills and rent and everything. So I didn't take advantage of none of that, of none of the services that came with being HIV positive. But I did keep it under wraps for a very long time. Until one day, I was inspired by people who live with HIV who are more public. Now, the difference between St. Louis, Missouri and Minneapolis, Minnesota, more people are living in silence and stigma in St. Louis. But here in Minneapolis, people with HIV, they living all out. They living their lives to the fullest. I've never lived in a city where people living with HIV were just living their lives out loud. I come from a city and state where you had to keep it on the hush. You cannot be public about it unless you want to be stigmatized all over the clubs. Because if I walked into the complex or into 747 or into Mags or into the G-Spot, even the Monastery, any of those clubs in East St. Louis or St. Louis, back in my heyday, they were literally posting posters of guys who were HIV positive all over the club. Like, they would literally print them out at the library and tape them up on the walls in the bathroom, on the mirrors outside on the dance floor. Oh, people in St. Louis, Missouri were ruthless. If you were positive and they knew, the whole community knew. It was a way in the delivery in St. Louis when it came to the HIV community versus Minneapolis with the HIV community. Nobody was shamed here. And after living here for a few years, because like I said, I moved here March of 2016. I think came 2018. It was before COVID, so it had to be 2018. I was living here for 2 years, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of living in this fear and this shame. I'm tired of it. it's time for me to come out. So I was going to speak at a World AIDS Day prayer breakfast. Kudos to Dr. Dwayne Davis, who is going to become our mayor. I'm saying that personally. I'm not working with no political board or no mayoral candidates. I'm not endorsing nobody, but I am saying Dr. Dwayne Davis for mayor. So kudos to Dr. Dwayne Davis for not only hosting the World AIDS Day prayer breakfast every year, but giving me a platform to actually come out public with my HIV status. But before I did that, I had to call my grandmother the day before. I did. I had to have a conversation with her. And I'm going to tell you exactly, and she doesn't mind, because it wasn't nothing derogatory said between me and my grandmother. And she doesn't mind me expressing this right now on my episode. So the conversation went like this. I called her, and I said, "Hey, Nana, how you doing?" And she was like, "I'm doing fine, baby. How are you?" I was like, "I'm doing good. But there is something that I do want to have a conversation with you about. There's something I want to tell you." And she was like, "Okay." And I was like, "I just wanted to let you know that I'm HIV positive, and I have been for quite some time." And she had to remind me of that first occurrence that we talked about my HIV status. And I remember getting really sick at work. I was so sick, I passed out. And I was in the middle of, and I was working in a hospital. So I'm just doing my rounds, and all of a sudden, I'm on the middle of the hallway. I'm in the middle of the floor in the hallway outside of a patient's room. I became a patient that day. I discharged, I came home, but didn't go back to work the next day. I actually took a whole 7 days off from work. And my supervisor kept calling me, "Is everything okay? Is everything okay?" I said, "No, everything is not okay. I'm feeling very under the weather. I'm very sick right now. I'm throwing up blood. Like, it's really scary right now." So during that time when I was on bed rest, I was allowed to be on bed rest, and I still kept my job. Thank God I didn't lose my job. But I was on bed rest. I did go to the hospital. I did get some results back. I talked to Nana that day. Now I'm rewinding the tape. Now I talked to Nana that day, and I said, "Nana, I'm dealing with something right now, some sickness that I'm dealing with." And she said, "Is this something that you think I already know?" It was cryptic the way she asked it. Because it was like one of those, "I know, but I know you don't want me to know" type of questions. It was like, "Is this something that you're afraid of telling me? Is this something that you fear telling me right now?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And she said, "Okay." She walked away from that particular conversation already knowing. Fast forward back to the World AIDS Day prayer breakfast the day before. So I told Nana, I said, "I'm HIV positive. I have been for quite some time. And I just thought that you should know. Like, I wanted you being my grandmother. I feel like it's about time for you to know." Her response was, "I already knew. I asked you a question years ago about, is this something that you got, but it's something that you're afraid to tell me that you got? And you said yes." I knew then that it was HIV. And I didn't judge you not one bit. I didn't wash no dish separately. I didn't wash no fork separately. I didn't have nothing put to the side separately for you. Because I already knew what it was. I was just waiting on you to come out and tell me what it was. I didn't push nothing out of you. I didn't chastise you and tell you need to tell me or else. I just gave you the floor. I wanted you to tell me at your own convenience. And now that I know, I know. This story right here is making me tear up. So I really do need to wrap this story. Because like I say, I'm a G. I don't cry in public or on camera. I'm trying really not, because I got a lot of mixed emotions right now. With it being my birthday and these coming out stories and me expressing to you all these people that have been in my life, that are still in my life to this day and really holding me up. Being HIV positive, being gay, being a man that's just trying to make it in America, it's good to have people in your corner. So, my next question after we got that out the way was, there's a World AIDS Day prayer breakfast tomorrow, and I want to speak in front of the people, in front of the audience, and I actually want to come out public with my HIV status. Now, the first person I told before this prayer breakfast was my grandmother. And because I have a high level of respect for my grandmother, I literally just asked her, is it okay to tell people that I'm HIV positive? Is it okay to stand in front of this audience at this World AIDS Day prayer breakfast and tell people I'm HIV positive? I've been living in silence for 8 years, but now I have the confidence to stand in front of you at this podium and say, my name is DeAndre Morris Jr. and I'm HIV positive. And my grandmother said, yes, it's okay, because I got you. If anything fails, I got you. If the world starts throwing rocks at you, I got you. If the world, see, I'm getting started now. If the world starts to beat up on you, I got you. I know you're in Minnesota. I know you want to live your life. And I know you want to come out as HIV positive to people. But if those people there don't have your back with you coming out with your HIV status, I got you. You can always come back home to me, because I got you. And those are the only words that I just needed to hear in that moment, because living in silence for so many years with HIV and just being able to get it off my chest, and my grandmother telling me that I got you, I'm never going to let you fall, I'm never going to let you be buried out here. If you have to come back home after all of this, just know that the door is always open and I have you. Hearing those words from her just gave me all the confidence in the world to be a poster child for HIV. That's the only person that I needed approval from. Because if nobody else in the world has my back, I know that my grandmother does. And with her telling me those words the day before this prayer breakfast and the day before I stood at that podium and said anything, I had to get her approval. I had to make sure that it was okay with her. See, I'm over here. I told myself, do not get on this camera and start doing all of this. So, I say all that to say, it's okay. It is. It's okay. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be HIV positive. It's okay. We are living in a world that is a dumpster fire, yes. And a lot of these communities, including HIV community, including the LGBTQ community, are under scrutiny. We are all under attack right now. But we are going to have to be a strong force out here. If Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera can throw the first brick in the 60s at the Stonewall Inn, in 2025, we got to be that same force that Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera was back in the 60s. We got to be that same force, LGBT community. We got to. Because we are going to be dismantled from left to right, front to back. The only way that we're going to show that we are not to be moved, we are not to be budged, is if we show solidarity out here. So I'm talking to my black community, I'm talking to my gay community, I'm talking to even my elderly community. We got to be strong out here because we got some times ahead of us. Got some Viola Davis snot over here, Lord Jesus. Oh, okay. I'm okay. It's just a mix of emotions. Me coming out as HIV positive, me coming out as gay, today still being my birthday. I just have a plethora of emotions. See, I told myself I was going to cry today. But we have got to be a strong force out here. So I really hope that those 3 stories, oh, and to the prayer breakfast, I was able to lift that weight off my shoulders with being HIV positive and was greeted with a standing ovation at the end. So I knew once I received that standing ovation after coming out publicly as HIV positive, I knew I was going to be protected here. I knew I was going to have a tribe of people who are going to make sure that my HIV positive is going to be taken care of in Minneapolis. So I pray that all 3 of those stories touched you in a way that it touched me, because I'm over here laughing, I'm over here crying. I really hope that one thing that you took from each one of these 3 stories is that resilience is in the LGBT community. Resilience is in the HIV positive community. Strength in numbers is in the LGBTQ community. I come out as a very loud, very proud, very queer black man. And I love it. So I pray that you have been touched by one of these 3 stories. I pray that I did not have you crying with me. I never want you all to be watching my episodes and be crying too. Even though this is a mental health broadcast, we're going to talk everything mental. So I just pray that you did take from one of these stories what I took from it. You know, I'm still going to do this. Y'all still got time before I move to the next slide. I should come back to this one. Make me happy. Cheer me up today. Send me whatever is laid on your heart. But we are to the end of the show. So I don't know if you can see that closing gem. I see it really well. But the closing gem of the week is be you. Be you. Whatever that means. Whatever you means to you, do that. They're going to talk about you whether you're good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. So you might as well be the best you that you can possibly be. And then I add to that what Jason Matheson usually says. Continue to be you, because who's going to tell you that you're doing it wrong? Be you. If you're gay, be gay. If you're bisexual, be bisexual. If you're HIV positive, don't be afraid or ashamed to say that. Be you. Every component that makes you the individual that you are, start showcasing that within the next year. I want you to start being more you than anything else. Don't be a fabrication of somebody else. Don't be a carbon copy of somebody else. Be you. And those are the only words that I have for you. I don't have a next episode poster because right now, with the struggle being what it is, I don't know when my next episode is going to drop. But for those of you who have liked and subscribed to my channel, and those of you who just did it tonight, just stay tuned. Whatever episodes or randomly dropped gems pop up on my page, on my channel, is going to pop up on your phone. So just stay tuned. I don't have a next episode date. It will be coming soon. Just be on the lookout for the next episode. But I will go back to this, because you do have time. to scan my Cash App or my PayPal. You do have time, and I didn't know it was this late. But I'm going to be up for a minute anyway. I'm probably just going to be laying here. I'm going to continue watching the first 48 or watch some horror movie. But you got time. And then Halloween is tomorrow too. I celebrate on Halloween too, so you got time. This is PayPal. This is PayPal here. I'm sorry. And this is Cash App. Cash App, PayPal. PayPal, Cash App. It doesn't matter. These are the QR codes for both. So please scan and send me your birthday blessings. Shame me later. Don't shame me now. Because I'm in need. You know, whatever your heart desires, please send that. So, in the meantime, in between time, protect your peace by any means necessary. Do nothing without intention. And just be you. Happy birthday to me. 41 years of greatness, 41 years of melanation, 41 years of just being me. You know? So, and I'm praying for 41 more years to come. So, thank you all who wished me a happy birthday. Thank you all who wished me a happy birthday in the comment section during the show. If I didn't say thank you to you, thank you. For those of you who are wishing me happy birthday on the social media platforms that I'm on, thank you so much. I'm probably going to get off here and go back and tell people thank you on the social media platforms. I don't want to be rude to nobody. I want to make sure everybody gets a thank you from me. I'm blessed. I can't be stressed. I'm moving in directions that I know that I should be moving in. And I can't wait to see what God has in store for me. So, yeah. Thank you for putting up with 2 hours worth of me. I should close out with this hat because I didn't get to wear this hat too long. Close out with this hat. Yes. Happy Halloween tomorrow, everybody. If you celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween to you. If you don't, I understand. But Halloween is a very big deal to me. That is my first favorite holiday of the year, of course, because my birthday being the day before it. I love you all. I do. Stay tuned for the next episode of Your Mental Health Matters, Staying Mentally Aware. I am DeAndre Morris Jr. I have been your host. I am coming close with my hat and my gayness and this melanation that looks really good on camera. I love y'all. Bye. Oh. Scan behind me.